Hey, welcome to Five Lakes Garage. Today we're going to go over a few key essentials that could possibly save your life. Now coming up here real soon, we have a tropical storm coming our way. We do live in North Carolina. And it's not a huge one, it's not a big one, but kind of gave me some ideas of, okay, let's film all the stuff that we do to get ready for storms like this. I lived on the coast for pretty much all my life until I came here to Raleigh, and hurricanes was just part of nature. Every year we had at least one or two. We always had to take the jet skis, ride down the river, pick up our pier, tow it back, and put it back together. Almost every year. It was ridiculous. So I just gathered some of the key essentials that we gather right before a storm comes. We wanted to make sure that we had them. If it gets really bad, as you've seen in Katrina or the one up in New Jersey, Sandy, regular stuff you can't get. You can't go to the gas station and pump gas if there's not any power. You have to be ready. So these are some of the key essentials. So I have two sections here. I have one that I keep in a bag. This is actually called a bug out bag. That is pretty essential, only because if things really get really bad, you got to get it and go. You got to bug out. You just got to get out. If it's a flood, you're getting picked up by a boat. Okay, you grab your bag. You at least have your key essentials there that you can survive if you had to. The rest of the stuff just stock up at the house, because if you don't have power for a few days, it's not the end of the world. You just have to be prepared for it. Okay. All right. So let's just say hurricane comes, wind, rain, trees are down, no power. What are you going to cook with? Well, you have these little canisters. If you go to REI, go to Walmart, go to wherever they have camping gear, you can have a little bit of propane bottles. Also, this right here is actually my son's. It's called a jet boil. This is how big it is. This will fit pretty much in any bag. This usually it can go right into my bug out bag. You screw this on, you have instant heat. You can boil, you can cook stuff with it. We went to the campsite a couple weeks ago and made a really good vegetable beef soup. Really good. So anyway, so you have that type. Also, you have an external burner. All right. Again, this is camping, but I can boil water. I can sanitize water. I can cook meals. Everything you need to do straight from that. All right. Well, you're not going to put water on top of the burner, so you need a mess kit. Now, this is a very simple mess kit. You can get this, couple bucks. It is very compact, but it comes with, if I can get it open, comes with a lid, comes with a pot that you can put right on top of a fire. You also get a frying pan in there as well. It also comes with spoons, forks, sporks, and also everything you need to be able to live, right? Or cook your meals rather. Let's put that back in there, because if I don't, it's not gonna go back in. All right. Okay, so you have cooking. Oh, you need something big enough and sturdy enough to boil water in. All right, this one right here is very important because if you run out of good drinking water, you have to sanitize it. You have to sterilize it, or else you are going to get so sick of beyond belief. Boiling is the best way to do it. Maybe a little bit later, we'll show you how to make a filter out of a 2-liter bottle of soda. You got a 2-liter bottle, cut it in half, flip it over, grab all the ingredients and stick it in there. We'll do another one on that one. But you still need to boil it. Even though it's filtered, you still need to boil it. So you need your coffee pot to boil water. And why do you need a coffee pot? Because another key essential, bring some coffee. All right. If you are stuck on 2 cups a day and you got to have that caffeine, about 2 days into your little endeavor here, if you do not have that fix, you're going to get such big headaches, you're not going to be able to think straight, and you're going to make stupid mistakes. Grab yourself some coffee. wean yourself off, because eventually this is going to run out and you're not going to get any more. So wean your stuff off. If you're on 2 cups, go to 1.5 cups. Go down to 1. Ease it down, or else you are going to be hating life. So anyway, so that is part of cooking. Oh, also have different sources. Charcoal, very easy. Just grab a bag. You can cook just about anything on this. If you got some tin foil, you throw it out there, you got a hobo dinner. Good stuff. So that part is cooking. Also, always grab a really good first aid kit. All right. Not just the little rinky-dink one that you throw in your car. It's got a couple Band-Aids in it. No, you need trauma stuff. You need scissors, tweezers, a scalpel if it really has it. You know, get the higher end first aid kit, because you never know what you're gonna have to have. All right. So it's first aid kit. And actually, if you notice the hat, yeah, Cub Scouts, baby. Anyway, it's part of the 6 essentials. You scouts out there know what I'm talking about. Okay, so other things that you want to keep around. This is paracord. So basically it's got Kevlar in the middle, and then it's wrapped in a nylon wrapper. It's very strong. This will hold my weight. There's different types for different weight levels. Paracord is fantastic. It does come apart at the end, which is a pain in the butt, but it is great. You can hold up your hammock, hold up tarps, everything. Paracord, awesome. So, also some other things. You're still at the house. You know, you don't have power, but you still need some of your essentials. All right, you have gasoline. All right, this right here is straight up gas. I just got it today. This will run your generator, run your car, run anything that's 4-cycle. Now this is 2-cycle gas. All right, why do you need 2-cycle gas? Well, if you have a chainsaw, well, it runs on 2-cycle. A weed eater, but you're not really gonna be weed eating in case of emergency, but you might need a chainsaw. All right, just have some available. You can grab the little jugs to be able to mix it with regular gas to be able to make more mixed gas. Just whichever, just have it on hand, because you might not be able to go get some later. All right, and you never know, you might have to have the best, prettiest lawn in the neighborhood during a crisis. All right, so you need gas. You need multiple types of gas. So also always keep multiple pairs of shoes, boots preferably. If your feet get wet and they stay wet, there's bacteria, there's disease, there's a lot of issues that you're going to run into, and you got to keep your feet healthy. All right, so this right here, I got my work boots, pretty sturdy. I can put into these. These get wet. Okay, I'm drying them off. Boom, I got my hiking boots. Okay, these get wet. Oh my gosh, I got it too. Hey look, I'm wearing sneakers. All right, just have a couple of different sets. Crocs, slipper, whatever you have. Just make sure you have a couple things that are easy to get to. All right. What else we got here? Okay, so food. So you still have your refrigerator. All right, well, if you don't have power, all that food's gonna go bad. You go to your pantry, you get your cereals, you get all your canned goods, beans. Beans is fantastic, great source of protein. And entertainment later if you really need to. If you have small little boys, like in the Cub Scouts, beans are great entertainment. They love it. Also, so food. Now this guy right here is part of our emergency response kit. It is 330 individual meals in this one 5-gallon bucket right here. Has anything from macaroni and cheese or beef stew, jerky. It's got everything, and it lasts for years. All right, so we have a family of 5. I have multiple buckets just in case, because you don't know. At grocery stores, they're not reliable. In a major crisis, yeah, you will not be able to get any of this stuff. So you need to have enough supplies on hand to sustain you until you can actually replenish it from nature. All right, how are you going to replenish it from nature? Well, you run out of food, or you want you to supplement your food. Well, fishing gear. All right, there's plenty of ponds, lakes, streams, sounds, ocean. Just have some basic fishing gear that you can go catch a fish. Even if you don't like seafood, which I do not, I'll eat a fish if I had to. All right, so you need a good rod. Let's say you don't have a rod. Say you broke it, whatever. All right, just have fishing tackle. All right, you can hand line stuff. As long as you got a hook, some string, and something to put on there, bait, you can go out there and find insects. Put a grasshopper out there. Oh, you'll get some fish. Awesome. So, gotta have that sitting around. Also, something that's, let me put that in my takeout bag. Oh. Now, this right here is actually something that I got off a raffle drawing. It is the greatest thing that I ever got off a raffle thus far. I keep trying. But anyway, this guy right here, which I got my stuff hauling out, it's a complete mess kit where utensils, cutting board, cleaning brushes, knives, everything you need for a family of 4. This thing is fantastic. I take this everywhere. Everywhere I go camping, I'm bringing this with me. But okay, so you got your burners. You cooked all your food. Here's your food. We got, okay, great. Now we got to clean it. All right, make sure you have some soap on hand. Just, you can go to a river and try to make sure that it is environmentally friendly if you do have to clean it in a river. If you go to REI, you go to all the other places, they do make, it's called camp soap, that is biodegradable. It's environmentally friendly, but you do need to have some soap. Now this stuff here, I just grabbed this out of the kitchen here, but this is antibacterial. All right, if you're out in the woods, it's good because you don't want to get too much bacteria on you because then you get sick. But this also hurts the environment, and we don't want to do that because that environment's going to have to sustain us. So make sure you pick the right stuff. Okay, so you have your food taken care of, you got all this other stuff. Okay, let's just say you got to go out and build your own shelter. All right, so that's where, have some sort of cutting utensil. This is just a machete that I just picked out of there. And yes, my children left it out in the rain. Yes, my camera guy is sitting there smiling at me. Because yeah, I do believe it was him. Because he was the only one with me at the Legion. But anyway, you need something to cut with, all right? Wow, that thing is really dirty. So, okay, so what's next? The water's rising. It's a hurricane, right? You got a storm surge. Not so much here in Raleigh, but over in the coast, you got a storm surge. You might have like a foot of rain, but you also might have another 15 feet of storm surge. And that's basically where all the water is coming in from the ocean or the sound and getting pushed inland. That will be storm surge, all right? It comes in quick and it will leave quick and it will leave you homeless. So let's get to our bug out bag. All right, so here's my bag of goodies, all right? This is what you want to keep. Now, in this bag is a bunch of stuff that we leave in my bug out bag, all right? This right here is, let me close that up. This is called a life straw. So I can take this right here and go right across the street and drink directly out of that pond. It tastes like garbage, but it will be safe. You do not need to boil it. Boil the water when you use this life straw. But this life straw is only good for a certain amount of water. Once it gets clogged up, you're done. You're gonna have to go back to the old school way or find yourself another life straw, all right? You need some sort of fire starter. All right, now this is just a flint. You can easily make a fire with that. Later on in a couple of videos, we'll actually go through some of that. So, flashlight. All right, extra batteries, which is in here. All right, pen. And actually, I got 2 different types of pens. All right, a regular ink pen is very useful for writing on paper, sending messages. Let's say you're out there, somebody gets hurt, you need to send somebody a message, you can write down exactly where you are, what's your name, address, everything on the piece of paper, send it off with them. Also have a Sharpie. Sharpie can do the same thing, but it can write on a lot more fabrics, hardwood, softwood, whatever. It writes on just about everything. So have both. What else we got here? Oh, here's something important. Money. All right. So this is paper currency. As long as we still have a government, money still is worth something. Okay. Now, if you really want to go really extreme, you can just have a thing of gold in here or some other stuff that you can trade, okay? But have some cash. Also, tape. Now this right here is electrical tape. I usually carry duct tape with me because it's versatile and everybody loves duct tape. Make anything out of it. But anyway, I got some electrical tape here just to tape stuff up. And actually, a quick tip on electrical tape. If you have napkins and electrical tape, you have yourself a first aid kit. It's very crude, it's very weak, but it will work. All right, business card. Put your information in there. If you're ever knocked unconscious or whatever and somebody finds you, they find this card, they know exactly who you are and how to get help, all right? Also put a couple of different contact numbers up there. All right, magnifying glass. Very simple, right? You're gonna wanna read a map, also wanna start a fire. Whatever you wanna do with it, have a little tiny microscope. Anyway, oh, this is very important. This is, if I can open it, is a compass. And I love the compass, as long as I can open it. What in the world? There it is. Goodness. Anyway, so this is a very nice compass. This one's actually my son Corbin's, my camera guy right now. But you can sit there, you got a magnifying glass, you have the regular compass, you have your sight lines, you got everything you need. Very robust compass. Because you never know when you'd have to go out. All right, here's something else, very important, a whistle. This is actually part of the 6 essentials of scouting. You gotta have a whistle. If you get stuck in the middle of the woods, you need help, blow your whistle. All right, one other thing, in your bug out little emergency bag here, there you go, 9-volt battery. You might ask yourself, why is this so important? Well, these things are very versatile. One, you can play a joke on your kids where you say, oh, put your tongue on it, see if it still has current in it. Yeah, don't do that. I'm sorry, don't do that. But if you have some steel wool or you have a piece of wire, you can start a fire with this. It is very easy. If you have a little piece of steel wool, you stick it in there and just kind of brush these two because these two prongs are so close together. Boom, you got an instant fire. Awesome. That you should always have this in your bag. All right. Also, medications. A little power thing. If you can find somebody with some power and you need to charge your stuff, charge it up. All right. You need to put that in there. All right. Here's something that I just carry around only because I love them. Tie wrap is one of the best inventions they made. All right. Awesome invention. Always have a bundle of that. Here, look at this. All right, so we're still on the bug out bag. Carry a bag of gloves. Just, you never know when you have to do maybe some medical or you got to field dress a deer or something like that. Just have some gloves. I mean, you can do it with your bare hands, but it'd be nice to have gloves. Also, bring a towel. You never know. You might find some a stream and you can wash your hair. Actually, it's just for wiping your hands or whatever. I'm gonna wipe my face because it is hot out here tonight. Okay, so I'm out here. I don't have a home. It got washed away. I still need to have a place to sleep. Really quick hammock and some tree straps. Always use tree straps. Don't kill the tree with like the paracord, which will work, but it does kill the tree because it takes the bark off. Take some tree straps and a hammock. Very easy, very quick. You can get those at Walmart, RAI, Dick's Sporting Goods, anywhere they sell camping gear, they'll have a hammock. It's very simple to set up. You find 2 trees, you stick it up, you lay in it, you go to sleep. All right. Really wool or toilet paper, TP, whatever you want to call it, have an extra roll. You never know what you're gonna need, especially when you have a house full of ladies. They will love you for it. Bring some TP. All right. Also, a jug with water in it. Well, this one's empty right now because I haven't filled it up. But you need drinking water. You can purify drinking water, but it will take a time. You need to have something to sustain you until that time is right where you're actually done with it. Drink plenty of water and carry it with you. All right. Sunblock. Always carry sunblock because if you're out there walking for a long period of time, you can get very sick if you don't have your sunblock. All right. You get sunburned really bad. It's not. Not a good thing. All right, so this right here, I don't endorse this one right here, but I do love this thing. This was one of the better things that I picked up for camping. This is a mobile charger. So it has a solar panel here that actually works really well. We went to Disney. There's 3 USBs. I had 3 phones charging here. I have a wireless phone charging on the back, and all of them were charging at the same time. And when I got finished, I hit the button to show you how many more bars I had left, and I still had 3 bars. I stuck it on my backpack, solar powered, charged it right up. It was awesome. So yes, real quick way, because you need to have your cell phone. And actually, that is one thing. Always carry your cell phone with you. You know, a lot of times there might not be any cell towers, but there's also a lot of apps that you can put up here, survival apps. I have a few apps up here that I might be able to put into the description, but it's BSA has a ton of apps, survivalist type stuff. Just download them. Everything up there. How to start a fire. Okay, we'll show you how to do it. It's actually really good. What else we got here? Okay, now this are my clothes. Always have a change of clothes in your bug out bag. Just because you need to wash one set, you can have another set on. Okay, so you have underwear, you have socks. Like my socks, they're awesome, right? Shorts or pants, shirt. There's a shirt right up here. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't even have to match. We don't care. This is emergencies. So just put some clothes in there and keep it in a plastic bag. Plastic bag, why? Because it keeps it dry. So, anyway. What else we got here? We got boots. That's pretty quick. I'm running out of daylight, so I just kind of threw this thing together real quick. Hopefully this kind of gives you some ideas of some of the things that you need to do and need to have on hand just in case of emergency. It doesn't happen very often right here in today's society, but it does happen. All right. Also one other thing, propane. Yeah, these little canisters done great, but if you have a grill, make sure you have an extra propane tank, because you might not be able to go find it. So anyway, leave some comments down on the bottom. I know I missed a bunch of stuff here. There's a lot of other stuff out there, but other people might read those comments and they might actually be able to learn from it as well. So anyway, if you're local here, if you're in the path of this storm, I don't think it's going to be huge, but it's still, I'm pretty sure it's going to do some damage. So be safe. Always tell somebody where you're going to be. You say, yes, I'm in the house, or hey, I'm up in the mountains right now. So like, I know all my neighbors that they're just going to ride this out. All right, I've already talked to them, and then they, if they're going to leave, I'm not going to go look for them. I already know where they're at. So anyway, get a contact list, all that type of stuff. So anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what I missed. Other people might learn from it. And be safe out there. Thanks.